Start the meeting with a pledge of allegiance.
Pledge
Pledge
allegiance
allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, if we could have a roll call vote of the members, please.
Ed Brakefield.
Here.
Tony Spina.
Yes, here.
Erickson.
Here.
Jared Witt.
Yes.
Jay Sander.
Here.
Philip Marshall.
Yep. Next item on the agenda would be approval of the agenda. We'd have a motion to approve it.
I'll make a motion to approve the agenda.
Okay. If we have a roll call vote on the,
I'm sorry, who's second? Sorry. Okay. Ed Brakefield.
Yes.
Tony Spina.
Yes.
Erickson.
Yes.
Vice Chair, or Jared Witt.
yes.
Jay Sandler.
Yes.
If we could have a roll call of the members present. Or did we do? Oh, we did that already.
We did that.
All right, next would be, take a month off, I'd lose everything. So, if we could, have approval of last month, the November,
November
14th minutes, please.
I'll make a motion to approve those November meeting.
I'll second the motion.
Roll call vote on the,
Ed Brakefield.
Yes.
Tony Spina.
Yes.
Vice Chair.
Yes.
Sanders. Jared Witt.
yes.
Jay Sandler.
Yes.
All right, tonight's, case is, 24-3, Frank Henke and Christina Henke. Okay, we're there. Okay, this is our, deliberation, meeting where we approve or disapprove of the request. The property address is 213 Kingston Road, Leonard, Michigan, 48367. The parcel ID is 05.22.402.020 and 05.22.402.021. The zoning is R-1. The applicant is seeking a non-use dimensional variance of 75 feet from a 100-foot setback and or 25-foot from a 50-foot setback from the lake or septic system. The variance request is from the Township of Addison Code of Ordinances, Appendix A, zoning, Article 13, Section 13.03.3. 13.03.3, septic system shall be located a minimum of 100 feet from the lake and shall be designed so as to drain away from the lake and its watersheds and its tributaries and any wells. The 100-foot setback may be reduced to not less than 50 feet, provided that an applicant submits to the township an approved on-site wastewater treatment system permit issued by Oakland County Health Division or any replacement entity. So, that's the request we're making, and this being our deliberation hearing, I guess first thing we do is if the applicant has any other comments they want to make to the board.
None at this point. I know a couple of the board members here came out to take a look. If there's any questions or anything, or I can answer those, but I mean, I think we made a presentation last time that I think
Okay.
explained the system. Again, it's a new eco system that is very effective. I think my septic engineer explained to you guys at the last hearing that a standard septic system would discharge about 170 microbials, or milliliters per liter of bad effluent, whereas this system would discharge 6 milliliters per liter. So it's about a couple percent of what a standard septic system would discharge. Okay.
Does the board have any questions of the applicant?
Frank, can you come up there just a
Yes.
second? What is your sequence, if you will? You've got to combine the two pieces of property. Then you're gonna tear down the house
Yep.
and then put the septic tank in that order.
Correct.
Okay, I wanted to make sure, because that house is, even though you're not living in it, it's not livable right now, because
Yeah.
but I didn't want you to think you're gonna leave it off. Okay, that's all I wanted to make sure.
Yeah. Yep, that would be my plan.
Okay. Similar question, when would this start? It's cold out there right now,
I would probably start, probably in the spring.
as soon as you could.
Yeah.
Makes sense. Okay. When did you buy these properties?
Summer of '23.
Both of
I
them?
think July of 2023,
Both of them?
both of them.
Okay. So a year ago. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good. Anybody else have any questions or thoughts to share?
I guess one other thing I'd like to point out is, this is a trench system. So my engineer explained that there's 4 trenches that kind of come down off the slope. The first trench would be closest to the house that I'm proposing to tear down. And there's a second trench, third trench, fourth trench. That first trench, again, remember, there's only 6 milliliters per liter of bad fluid come out of this system. Almost all, if not all, of that effluent's gonna be treated in that first trench. And I have some information from my septic engineer if you need anything else, but nothing's even gonna get down hardly to the other trenches. I mean, if it does, if that trench becomes saturated and it moves down to the next trench, there's not gonna be any bad effluent in that trench. So really, that top trench is, it runs, on diagonal, it's 45 foot plus from the lake. So, I know it's we're requesting a variance to 25 feet, but probably all of that effluent is gonna get treated about 50 feet from the lake.
Okay.
Or mostly inside the tank.
Okay, if there's no other questions, then we need a motion to approve or deny the request.
I'll make a motion.
Go ahead.
To what?
I move that we approve the variance request submitted by Mr. Hinkie as requested. After visiting the 213 and 207 Kingswood properties, it's clear that these lots have a very steep grade and very limited open land. As we've seen at other properties on Lakeville Lake, this is very limited space to install conventional septic systems, and the choice of an engineered system do a much better job of protecting nearby lake water from septic contamination as well as protecting neighboring properties. Installation of the proposed new ecosystem, engineered septic system on this property will be a significant improvement over the current old poorly performing septic system currently being used by the 213 Kingswood house. There are these 3 stipulations required with this approval of this motion. Number 1, the structure on parcel designated 207 Kingswood must be demolished and removed. 2, the parcels identified as 213 Kingswood and 207 Kingswood must be combined into one parcel. And 3, the homeowner of 2013 Kingswood and subsequent owners must maintain a septic system maintenance contract with a contractor approved by Oakland County Health Department to ensure that the engineered system continues to operate as designated.
Any discussion? Hearing none, we have to have a roll call vote on this, and I'll have to abstain since I wasn't at the prior meetings. So I'm not sure who I guess Phil he's the alternate, so.
Right, but Phil is the alternate, yeah. Yeah, I resided over that meeting.
You get to
so-
vote tonight.
Roger.
You get to vote tonight.
Oh, do I?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay. And just, to be, make sure we understand, a yes vote is to approve the variance.
Correct.
Tony Spina,
Yes.
Vice Chair Stein,
Yes,
Ed Brakefield,
Yes?
Jay Sandler,
Yes?
Bill Marshall.
Yes.
Okay, the motion passes. So you're good to go, okay? All right, next item on the agenda is public forum where any members of the public can address the board. If anybody in the audience would like to address the board, now is your chance.
I just want to make the comment that as a previous owner of Frank's property, but we
Oh,
sold.
wait, could you just identify, stand up and,
I'm at 200, 210, and 220 Kingston, so it's the ranch house adjacent to it. As a previous owner of the house, this was the best solution for that, because that septic was bad over there, basically, functional, but not the capacity at all, so. Nice job,
So you agree?
I totally agree.
Okay.
Yeah, 100%.
Anybody else in the public want to make any comments to the board? Okay. There being nobody that wants to address the board, other business would be A, correspondence received by the board. Any correspondence received? None?
Not
Okay.
that I know of.
B was zoning board reports. I don't know of any reports. C, report of planning commission liaison.
There's nothing going on right now. There's some laws coming down from Lansing here in the next couple of months that will need some new ordinances having to do with alternative energy and short-term rentals and stuff like that. But right now, we're on hold.
All right. Next item on the agenda would, oh,
D, make a motion, we adjourn.
okay, D, we beat me to it.
Nice way to jump ahead.
Second.
Voice
No, good.
vote on it. All of favor? Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? None? Okay. Meeting's adjourned.